So we know that you can't change a man. Like, you can't tell a man to change something. A man has to change on his own. The only thing that women can possibly ever do is inspire a man to change by their own absence and by walking away in their own silence. That can possibly inspire a man to want to change for himself. Okay. And I actually have a good example of this in my own life, and it was with my parents. So my parents were dating in their mid-20s, and my mom was ready to get married. My dad was not ready to get married and was one of those people that was like, oh, I could just, I could be somebody who never gets married, right? He came from a broken family. It didn't have to do with my mom. It had to do more with like the institution of marriage. But my mom knew she wanted to get married. So she did the only thing within her power. And she walked away. She broke up with my dad and she said, I love you so much, but I want to get married. And I know that this isn't my future. And it pains me to do this, but I know that I have to do this for myself. And so she walked away from my dad, and she said she cried about it every single day for like 6 months. She was so sad. She was so in love with my dad, but she knew she couldn't settle and she couldn't stay in the relationship and just beg him to get married. She knew that that would never work. And after like 6 to 7 months or something, my dad called her and was like, okay, I want to get married. I don't want to lose you. You are so important to me, and I want to get married. And then they ended up getting married. And I always think about that because the thing is, that's the only way that my dad would have changed for my mom, is that she walked away. She could not have stayed in the relationship and told him over and over again, but I really want to get married, but stayed in the relationship not being married, because he wouldn't have taken her seriously. But her deciding to walk away and him actually being faced with the fact that he was going to lose her was the only thing that allowed him to change for himself. And then they were able to get married. You cannot change a man, but your absence and your silence can be the only thing that maybe influences him to change for himself.